Welcome to the beginner's tutorial for C++. We're going to start off by talking about where you can actually physically write your code. You write your code within something called an IDE for the most part. In this case, we're going to be using Microsoft Visual Studio's 2013, which can be downloaded free online. Or you can use a simple notepad, save it as a .cpp file, and run in your compiler. Any IDE will work. You can also use Xcode if you're running on a Mac. Just make sure that you have it set to the proper C++ settings. As for Visual Studios, we're going to go to New Project, Win32 Console Application, Next, Empty Project, Finish. You're going to get this blank screen with nothing here. Just go to your right on your Solution Explorer, right-click on Source Files, add a new item, and click C++ file.cpp. And this is where we get to write our code. Now, for those of you who have never written code before, at the very beginning, the first thing you always include is a library. And the way you do that is typing a pound, include, space or no space, doesn't matter, and then left and right caret. And in these two carets, you're going to put the name of the library you want. In this case, we're just going to be doing simple input and output, so you have to put your input, output, stream, so IO stream. The best way to think of a library is if you have a whole bunch of encyclopedias and you just want to look up one type of information from that encyclopedia, you don't need the entire language. You just need a certain part of it. So think of your libraries as an encyclopedia, and the only book you want is the one on input and output. The next line we're going to write is something called using namespace standard with a semicolon. To begin writing your code, you're going to come down and you have to call a function. This function is called main. Then you open your curly braces, and since it is void, we will not have to return 0. If you do not like void main, which some people have a preference, you can type int main. But in this case, since you have an integer here, that's what int stands for, you're going to come here and you're going to return 0. So, return 0. Now, the first thing you always start off with is your variables. And you can declare them in any way you want. So since I just introduced the int, we're going to call int answer and in a semicolon. You end every line in a semicolon so the computer knows where to stop. You go to your next line and let's physically print something on the screen. So we're going to type C out, 2 carets, quotation marks. They will open close for you and say enter a number. So a nice little space, end it. And now, if you were to run this on the screen, hit Control F7 to compile, as you can see, no errors. Then hit Control F5 to run, and then you can see right here, it says enter a number. But it says press any line to continue on the same line. So let's dress that up a little bit. There are 2 ways you can do this. You can come inside your quotations and type \n. This backslash is the one right above the enter key on your keyboard. That will work. Let's run that. As you can see, we'll press any key to continue to a different line. Or we can leave the quotation marks, put double carets again, and click and type end L semicolon. That's answer and line. Now, let's get some input. We type sin or cin. Use the opposite carets. Notice the direction they're facing. And then just put what you want to get. I want to get the integer answer, which we declared earlier. So when you type the first thing you're going to see is C out, enter a number. And what that's going to do is when they enter their number, it's going to save whatever value they put into integer answer. And let's do something with that information. Let's add another variable. We're going to put a comma, space, and then we're going to put sum. And now we're going to put sum equals answer, so whatever they type in. And then let's do plus 5. and then let's display that. So we're going to cout, and then just to display this without any words or anything, we're just going to type sum. That's end line. Okay, so then to run down, what this is going to do is we declare our variables up here, answer and sum. Then we go and we have cout, enter a number. They're going to enter a number. Then you have sum, and that will be equal to their number that they entered plus the value of 5. Then we're just going to put that number on the screen. And let's see how that works. So enter a number. Let's do 5. Well, let's check this. 5 plus 5 is 10. Display 10. Perfect. Now, what if we wanted to display it in a sentence? Well, we do the same thing. The sum of, and then let's put answer. So we're going to put whatever their answer is. And 5 is, and then let's put sum and end line. So what we did is we broke the sentence up because we have the sum of, and then you don't originally know the value they entered. So you close the quotation mark, put in your caret, and then you type integer answer, then two more carets, open your quotations again, put whatever left you want. I put a space here just for cleanliness. And at the very end, I did the same thing, but with sum and line. Let's compile and run. So we're going to have 5. So this says the sum of 5 and the sum of 5 and 5 is 10. That seems pretty accurate to me. Let's put a little space here just to make it look better. So we have 7. The sum of 7 and 5 is 12. Let's run it again. 15. The sum of 15 and 5 is 20. Now, that's how you get a basic in and out statement. We can also get in names and other information, or even sentences for that matter. But as of now, I just wanted to show you how you can take a simple input-output from the user. Thank you.